So you want to be able to do things that are unique. You want to do things that have never been done. You want people to value your work, to value yourself, to value your creativity, to value the things that you were born with. But if you don't know what is your purpose, how are people going to know what you're worth? And so that's the first question that you must be able to understand if you want to be able to monetize yourself. Is first of all, you must understand, why are you here on earth? And you just have to ask yourself the question, why am I here? Why has God put me here? Why did I go through the things that I've gone through in my life to learn the things that I've learned so I can do what? What is the purpose of all these experiences that I've had? One thing I've learned about purpose is this, is that every single experience that I had to go through in life was preparing me for what I am doing right now. The fact that at the age of 8, between 8 and 12, that my parents sent me abroad and I stayed with an aunt who was abusive, insulting, who was beating and demeaning me all the time, and that built in me resilience, it built in me patience, it built in me hope that one day my parents would come and get me out of there. And also it made me wonder, why do people do those things? Why do some people just go out and hurt other people? Well, because they themselves were hurt, and so they didn't know how to do any better. But why were they hurt? Why were they also hurt? They were hurt because the people who were supposed to raise them also hurt them too. And so it brought me to understand that my purpose was to be able to build people so that they can build other people, so that other people don't go through the same thing that I went through. So when you think about your purpose, you have to understand that your purpose is not just for you. Your purpose is so that you can be able to use it to improve someone else's life. So why has God put you on earth? What are the gifts that He's given you? And then how can you use those gifts? How are you uniquely gifted to help other people? That's your purpose, right? Your purpose is never personal. Your purpose is not something that you have for yourself and then you just keep to yourself, you keep in your little corner. It's not like, your gifts and your talents. It's the combination of all those things. And then that bigger reason as to why were you created? What is your role to contribute on the face of this earth? And so I want to ask you this. Think about it deeply, right? Why are you here? And you may have an answer, right? Okay, good. Why? All right? You have another answer. Why? Again, another answer. Then I ask you again, why? And by the fifth why, you'll know your purpose. And so don't just go around trying to make the most out of yourself without knowing who you really are and why you were created. That's the most important question in your life. That's the question that once you have an answer to, it helps everything else fall in place. Because when you go and you want to share your services with someone, or you want to sell your product to someone, or you want to sell your creativity to someone, you want to get a job somewhere, right? Does that activity align with why you're here? Does that activity or that business or that customer, do they align with where you want to go in life? Is this going to make the world better? Those are questions that are important. And so the greatest people I've ever met are people who are driven by purpose. The greatest companies I've ever seen are the ones that are driven by purpose. And the greatest masterpieces were always done for something greater than the money. And so in this journey of you being able to monetize yourself, the most important thing, and where we start, is why are you here? That's your purpose.